The one simple thing you can do daily for better heart health. Hint, it's not exercise. In our quest for a healthier heart, we are often bombarded with a familiar and somewhat intimidating set of instructions. We are told to run for miles, lift heavy weights, and completely overhaul our diets, replacing every comfort food with a kale salad. While this advice is well-intentioned and certainly effective, it can also feel overwhelming. The sheer scale of the perceived effort can make the goal of better heart health seem like a distant and unattainable peak, causing many of us to delay starting the climb altogether. But what if the single most powerful thing you could do for your heart each day was not about sweating, straining, or dieting at all? What if it was something you could do quietly, in any chair, at any time, without any special equipment? What if it was something so simple, so fundamental to your being, that you are already doing it right now, without even thinking about it? The modern understanding of heart disease is evolving. We are beginning to appreciate that the health of our heart is not just a matter of mechanics and plumbing, of cholesterol and blood pressure. It is deeply and inextricably linked to the state of our nervous system and our mind. There is a silent and relentless force in modern life that is a major driver of heart disease, and it is not a fatty food or a sedentary afternoon. It is chronic stress. This article is about the one simple, daily habit you can cultivate to directly counteract the damaging effects of this modern epidemic. It is a practice that is free, accessible to everyone, and takes only a few minutes a day. This habit is the conscious and intentional practice of deep, mindful breathing. It may sound too simple to be true, but as we will explore, this gentle act is a powerful form of medicine, capable of calming the storms within your body and building a foundation of resilience for your heart. The hidden threat: how stress becomes a heart problem. To understand why a simple breathing practice can be so powerful, we must first understand the enemy it is designed to fight: the physiological impact of chronic stress. Your body has an ancient and incredibly effective emergency response system, often called the fight or flight response. When your brain perceives a threat, whether it is a real physical danger or a psychological one like a work deadline or a difficult conversation, it triggers a cascade of hormones, most notably adrenaline and cortisol. This hormonal surge is designed for short-term survival. Adrenaline is the first responder. It acts within seconds, causing your heart to beat faster and harder, raising your blood pressure to deliver more blood to your muscles, and sharpening your focus. It is the jolt of energy that allows you to slam on the brakes to avoid an accident. Cortisol is the second wave of the response. It takes a few minutes to kick in, and its job is to keep you on high alert for a longer period. It does this by dumping sugar into your bloodstream for a quick burst of energy, and by dialing down non-essential functions like digestion and your immune response. This is incredibly useful if you need to run from a predator. The problem is that in our modern world, this system is being activated constantly, not by predators but by traffic jams, financial worries, and the relentless ping of our smartphones. Your body does not distinguish between a life-threatening emergency and a stressful email from your boss. The hormonal response is the same. When your body is in this state of chronic low-grade fight or flight, it never gets a chance to fully stand down and repair itself. This has devastating consequences for your heart over time. The chronically elevated levels of cortisol and adrenaline contribute to a state of systemic inflammation, which is like a slow-burning fire inside your arteries. This inflammation damages the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, creating rough spots where cholesterol can get stuck and begin to form plaque. The constant high alert state keeps your blood pressure elevated, putting relentless strain on your heart and blood vessels and causing them to become stiffer and less flexible over time. Chronic cortisol also disrupts your body's ability to manage blood sugar, leading to insulin resistance, a condition that is a major driver of heart disease. It can disrupt your sleep, drive cravings for unhealthy high-calorie foods, and it specifically encourages your body to store fat around your abdomen. This visceral fat is not just a passive storage depot, it is a metabolically active organ that produces its own inflammatory signals, further fanning the flames of cardiovascular risk. In short, chronic stress creates the perfect internal environment for heart disease to develop and progress. The body's built-in calming system. The good news is that your body also has an equally powerful built-in system designed to counteract the fight or flight response. This is your rest and digest system, also known as the parasympathetic nervous system. When this system is dominant, your heart rate slows down, your blood pressure decreases, your digestion improves, and your body enters a state of calm, repair, and recovery. It is the brakes to the gas pedal of your stress response. The main highway of this calming system is a large and wandering nerve called the vagus nerve. It is the longest nerve in your autonomic nervous system, running from your brainstem down through your neck and into your chest and abdomen. connecting to your heart, lungs, and digestive organs. It acts as a two-way information superhighway, sending signals from your brain down to your organs and, just as importantly, sending signals from your organs back up to your brain, letting it know the state of your internal environment. The health and tone of your vagus nerve are critical for your overall well-being. Vagal tone refers to the activity of this nerve. A strong vagal tone means your body can relax more quickly after a stressful event. It is a sign of a resilient and adaptable nervous system. A weak vagal tone means you tend to stay stuck in that fight or flight mode for longer, with a higher resting heart rate and blood pressure. Here is the most amazing part. You have a direct physical control switch for this system. You can consciously and intentionally activate your vagus nerve and shift your body out of a state of stress and into a state of calm. You can apply the brakes whenever you choose. That control switch is your breath. The vagus nerve is intricately connected to the muscles you use to breathe, particularly your diaphragm. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you are physically stimulating the vagus nerve, sending a powerful message up to your brain that everything is okay and that it is safe to engage the rest and digest system. The one simple thing, the power of mindful breathing. The one simple thing you can do every day for better heart health is to practice a few minutes of slow, deep, diaphragmatic breathing. This is the habit. It is not the shallow, almost imperceptible breathing that most of us do from our chests all day long. This is a deeper, more intentional form of breathing that engages your diaphragm, the large dome-shaped muscle at the base of your lungs. Why this breath is a form of medicine. When you slow down your breathing and take deep, full breaths, you are sending a powerful signal directly to your brain via the vagus nerve. The signal says, "I am safe. The emergency is over. You can stand down." This simple act triggers a cascade of beneficial physiological changes that directly counteract the effects of stress. First, it slows down your heart rate. The vagus nerve acts as a brake on your heart's natural pacemaker, and deep breathing strengthens this braking action, telling your heart it does not need to beat so rapidly. This gives the heart muscle more time to rest between beats, improving its efficiency. Second, it helps to lower your blood pressure. By shifting your body into a rest and digest state, your blood vessels, which were constricted by adrenaline, are allowed to relax and widen. This is like opening up a wider lane on a highway. The same amount of traffic can flow through with much less pressure. A consistent daily practice can help to lower your baseline blood pressure over time, reducing the daily wear and tear on your arteries. Third, it can improve your heart rate variability. This is a sophisticated measure of your cardiovascular health that assesses the natural, subtle variations in time between your heartbeats. Contrary to what you might think, a heart that beats with the rigid regularity of a metronome is a stressed and unhealthy heart. A healthy heart is adaptable and responsive, constantly making tiny adjustments to its rhythm. A higher heart rate variability is a sign of a healthy, resilient, and adaptable cardiovascular system, and it is a strong indicator of good vagal tone. Deep breathing is one of the most direct and effective ways to increase your heart rate variability. Finally, over time, a consistent practice of mindful breathing can help to lower your baseline levels of inflammatory markers and stress hormones. By spending more time in a rest and digest state, you are giving your body a break from the constant production of cortisol. Lower cortisol levels mean less inflammation, which in turn means less damage to the delicate inner lining of your arteries and a reduced drive for plaque formation. You are, in a very real sense, calming that slow-burning fire inside your arteries with every intentional breath you take. How to practice the heart breath. You do not need to sit in a special posture or chant a mantra, unless you want to. You can do this simple practice in your office chair, in your car while parked, or while lying in bed. The goal is comfort and consistency. A simple and effective technique is diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. Find a comfortable position. You can either sit up straight in a chair with your feet flat on the floor and your back supported, or you can lie on your back on a bed or the floor with your knees bent. The key is to be in a position where your body can relax. 2. Place your hands. Place one hand on your upper chest and the other hand on your belly, just below your rib cage. This will give you physical feedback and help you focus on the correct movement. Observe your natural breath. Before you change anything, just take a moment to notice how you are breathing. Is the hand on your chest moving more, or the hand on your belly? Most of us are chest breathers, a shallow and inefficient pattern. 4. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. As you inhale, focus on letting your belly expand and rise, like you are inflating a small balloon. You should feel your bottom hand being pushed up. The hand on your chest should remain relatively still. This ensures you are using your diaphragm, the large muscle designed for this job. 5. Gently hold your breath for a moment. This brief pause can help to transition your body from the inhale to the exhale. 6. Slowly exhale through your mouth for a count of 6, as if you are gently blowing out a candle. As you exhale, feel your belly fall as you gently draw your navel in toward your spine. The exhale should be passive and relaxed. 7. Repeat this cycle for 3 to 5 minutes. The key is the slow, controlled exhale that is longer than your inhale.
This is the part of the breath cycle that most powerfully stimulates the vagus nerve and engages your calming system. Do not worry if it feels awkward at first. It is a new skill for your body to learn. With a little practice, it will become more natural and automatic, making it a daily habit, weaving calm into your life. The profound benefits of this practice do not come from doing it once in a while when you feel stressed. They come from making it a small, consistent, daily habit. The goal is to build your resilience and strengthen your body's ability to handle stress, so you are better equipped when challenges do arise. The secret to making any new habit stick is to make it easy and to tie it to an existing part of your routine. This is a concept known as habit stacking. You are stacking your new breathing habit onto a behavior you already do automatically. Start your day with calm, before you even get out of bed in the morning. Before you reach for your phone or think about your to-do list, spend 3 minutes practicing your deep breathing. This sets a calm and centered tone for the entire day. Your existing habit is waking up. Your new habit is to breathe before your feet hit the floor. Use transitions as triggers. Our days are full of small transitions that can be powerful cues. Use these moments as your cue to breathe. For example, before you start your car to drive to work, take 1 minute to breathe. When you sit down at your desk, before you turn on your computer, take 1 minute to breathe. After you hang up from a difficult phone call, take 1 minute to breathe. When you get home at the end of the day, before you walk in the door, take 1 minute to breathe. These small pauses can prevent the stress of one activity from spilling over into the next. Create a bedtime ritual. Practicing your deep breathing for 5 minutes as you lie in bed can be a powerful way to signal to your body that it is time to wind down. It can help to quiet a racing mind and prepare you for a deeper, more restorative sleep, which is another cornerstone of heart health. Your existing habit is getting into bed. Your new habit is to breathe before you turn out the light. Do not worry about doing it perfectly. The goal is simply to show up for yourself for a few minutes each day. Some days your mind will be busy, and some days it will be calm. The practice is simply to keep bringing your attention back to the gentle rhythm of your breath. Do not judge yourself if you get distracted. Just gently guide your focus back to the sensation of your belly rising and falling. The ripple effect. How a calm mind creates a healthy heart. The beauty of this one simple habit is that its benefits extend far beyond the moments you are actively practicing it. It creates a positive ripple effect throughout your entire life, with each ripple contributing to a healthier heart. It is a keystone habit, one that makes other healthy habits easier to adopt and maintain by fundamentally changing your internal operating system from one of chaos to one of calm. A regular breathing practice can lead to deeper and more restorative sleep. When you go to bed with a calmer nervous system, you are more likely to fall asleep faster and to spend more time in the deep stages of sleep where your body does its most important repair work. During this deep sleep, your blood pressure and heart rate naturally dip, giving your cardiovascular system a crucial period of rest. Better sleep in turn helps to regulate your appetite hormones, ghrelin and leptin. This reduces cravings for the sugary, salty, and fatty foods that you might otherwise reach for when you are tired and stressed. When you are well rested and your nervous system is calm, you are more likely to have the energy and motivation to engage in physical activity. It is much easier to choose to go for a walk when you are not feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. A calmer mind is also a more mindful one. The practice of focusing on your breath cultivates a greater awareness of your internal states. This can help you to be more aware of your body's signals of hunger and fullness, to eat more intuitively, and to make more conscious and healthy choices throughout the day. This increased mindfulness can help you break the cycle of emotional eating, where stress, rather than hunger, dictates your food choices. This is how a single small habit can become the cornerstone of a heart-healthy lifestyle. It does not replace the need for a healthy diet and regular exercise, but it creates the optimal internal environment for those other habits to flourish. It is the foundation upon which all other positive changes can be built. It is the difference between trying to plant a garden in dry, cracked earth versus planting it in rich, fertile soil. The breathing practice is what prepares the soil. Conclusion: the quietest path to a stronger heart. In our search for better health, we often look for the next big thing, the complicated workout plan, or the exotic superfood. We often overlook the simple, quiet, and profound power that already lies within us. The health of your heart is not just determined by what you do in the gym or in the kitchen. It is also determined by what you do in the quiet moments in between, in the way you manage your internal state. Your nervous system is the soil in which your health grows, and a state of chronic stress creates a toxic, inflammatory soil. The one simple thing you can do every day for better heart health is to honor the connection between your mind and your body. It is to recognize that a calm nervous system is a prerequisite for a healthy cardiovascular system. The practice of deep, mindful breathing is the most direct and accessible tool you have to nurture this connection and to cultivate a healthier internal environment. It is a small act of self-care in a world that constantly demands your attention. It is a quiet rebellion against the culture of chronic stress. And it may just be the most important and life-changing habit you ever cultivate for the long-term health and well-being of your heart. It is a reminder that you are not a passive victim of your circumstances or your stress. You have the power at any moment to pause, to breathe, and to change your physiology from the inside out. This practice is not about adding another task to your to-do list. It is about creating a space of non-doing, a sanctuary of calm that you can carry with you throughout your day. It is in this quiet space that your body finds the opportunity to heal and to build the resilience it needs to thrive. Your journey to a stronger, more resilient heart can begin today, with your very next breath.